You watch as the duo walks up in front of the crowd. Suddenly, the man lifts his hands, and a beautiful image is formed. Then the woman opens her mouth, and the image becomes even more vivid and bigger. It reminds you of a happy memory, while your friend next to you, his eyes are filled with tears. Do these people have some sort of superpower? In a way, they do. You see, the man is playing piano, and the woman is singing a beautiful melody. Music is powerful, and it connects with people and brings them to one another in ways that nothing else can. It's a powerful tool in our world, and those who learn to play an instrument might as well have a superpower. Those who learn an instrument in childhood or adolescence are set up for a lifetime of achievement and higher creativity and connection with others. Children should be encouraged to participate in their school music programs because music education can develop the brain in unique and important ways and allow their creativity to flourish. Unfortunately, not everyone has access to music education in their schools. But with modern technology, anyone can learn an instrument online. There's a wide variety of resources to learn music available online, and much of it is free. The time has never been better for our children to start learning instruments. The Arts Education Data Project, the AEDP, is a large-scale review of music and art education in America that was conducted in 2022. According to the AEDP Student Participation Report, there were 3.6 million kids who had no access to music programs in their school. Most of these students lived in urban areas and were part of minorities such as Black, Hispanic, or Native American. This decline in music education availability isn't the only thing declining in our schools. According to the National Assessment of Educational Progress, the NAEP, there was a significant drop in 2022 scores in math and reading among those already in the bottom 10% of scores. This was a trend that began before COVID and was most certainly exacerbated by it. What is not going down, however, are students' stress levels and mental health struggles. In June of 2020, several months before the pandemic, children in the NAEP reported anxiety and depression as their largest barriers to learning. School isn't just a place to learn about facts and statistics. It's also where children develop their creativity and individuality. There's a test called the Torrance test that more accurately and consistently predicts students' future levels of achievement than an IQ test. That's because this test measures their creativity. Unfortunately, American scores on this test have been dropping since the 1990s. This lack of creativity is concerning because creativity is vital in surviving and helping students to adapt in our rapidly changing future. Mark Runco is the Director of Creativity Research and Programming at Southern Oregon University and has a PhD in cognitive psychology. He says this about creativity: many of today's jobs will disappear. Many skills used today will be useless quite soon. One of the few things that will help students in the unforeseeable future is creative skill. These deficiencies are concerning and require a multi-pronged approach to resolve. However, one powerful tool that can significantly assist in all of these areas is music. It has been shown in multiple studies that children that play instruments were more creative and intelligent than children who did not. In one study, 194 third-grade boys were tested on reading and spelling performance and nonverbal intelligence, reasoning skills. The boys who played musical instruments consistently scored higher than boys who did not play. To remove possible socioeconomic disparities in the sample group, the researchers excluded children who did not have access to an instrument, so that the sample group was only people who had access to music instruments. Among the children who had access to an instrument, for example, a family member played, the ones who actually played themselves still had higher scores. One study showed that there was no relationship between a musically rich environment and improved memory and executive level skills, while another showed greater improvements in children who played musical instruments than those who only studied music theory. Music training has a very positive effect on adolescent brain development as well. The brain usually undergoes a decline in plasticity and sensitivity to sound during adolescence. However, a study by the Auditory Neuroscience Laboratory at Northwestern University found that students that had musical training did not experience the same decline in neural response and maintained a heightened neural consistency. Also, music doesn't only improve mental acuity, it also benefits mental health. Playing music in a group can cause the release of endorphins, a neurotransmitter associated with social bonding, and oxytocin, a powerful pleasure hormone. Especially after the pandemic, when many children felt isolated during the home quarantines, music is the perfect way to help them feel connected to others again and make new friends. Hopefully you're now thinking, music seems like a great tool to help my kids thrive and develop. But like you said earlier, not everyone has access to a music program. What should we do? First, there are several ways to support music programs that are already existing in your local school system. The National Association for Music Education recommends writing to your local lawmakers and inviting them to concerts, as well as the local press. Raising awareness goes a long way in bringing support to music programs. It's important to do these things before the programs are at risk, so that the people who control where the funding goes recognize the value of the music education departments. If your child's school does not have a music education program, there are still other ways of getting them musically involved. For example, Settlement Music School provides easy access to exceptional music education with 5 locations throughout the greater Philadelphia area, and online class offerings. In fact, I played in the jazz band at Settlement Music School when I was in high school. They offer financial aid to students in need as well. In recent years, they have provided 60% of their students financial aid. Their website has plenty more information on what they offer and how to get involved. Lastly, there is a wide variety of online lessons available via YouTube and other websites. For example, Musora is an online music instruction organization that has extremely in-depth online courses for drums, guitar, piano, and singing. I play drums and I've used a lot of their videos to progress greatly in my drumming. Many of these courses online are created with or by professional musicians. As you can see, it has become easier than ever to access quality music education. It's clear the benefits of music on our children's development, academics, and mood are undeniable. I'm calling on you, parents. Talk to your kids, find out what instrument they would like to play, and get them involved. And if they don't like that instrument, try a different one. It may sound like a lot of trouble, but look at it this way. If you knew of a proven way to improve their brains, their test scores, and their mood, would you let that opportunity pass? I think not. You love your kids, so instill in them a love of music. They will reap the benefits their entire life. Thank you. Musicians are about as close to being superheroes as we'll ever have. Superpowers. The man lifts his fingertips. Yep, you gotta lift your fingertips. Is crying. I sound so wishy-washy. It's about as close to be having superpowers as we'll ever have. What did I just say? Children should be encouraged to participate in their school music programs because